Hello and welcome to Play Matters Live for the first time in crazy many months. This is super exciting for me. It has been a long, long journey to get here, including, as I see, we've got Telfer with us and Brian, including the graphic journey to get here. I mean, wow, right? This amazing guy in Indonesia that did all the graphic artwork for me. Coming from the original logo, which was a chap in England, an amazing guy called Matt Bryan, who does incredible artwork. And I explained to him what the logo needed to be about. And I said, here's what I need. Now, the problem is I don't use all the functions of Twitch. And so some of these buttons down below that you can see, like the star, the heart, I think that's like subscribers, followers. I don't know what the diamond is. I'm still learning. And donations. Now, I am going to have a little donations window down there because I think sometimes, at some point in the future, we might do some charity streams. But generally, nobody needs to send me donations. There's not even a button for it. So don't worry. This is not a money-making stream. The diamond is for Bits Workshop Craft. Thank you so much, my friend. Also, hi. It's been a long time. I hope you and your family are all well and safe and happy in these odd times. So maybe you and I can chat about Twitch streams and bits and donations and all sorts again another time. But I'm super happy to be here with my Monkey Magic t-shirt on. And of course our little, our wonderful knitted by the community. Did I get that right? Is Amanda with us? Did I get that right? They're knitted by the community, our little mascots, Puddle and Peep. And so they're going to sit there with a little light background on. And so I just wanted to talk a bit about, before we kick into a game which I've just bought, and I thought today we should just, hi Mrs. Stephen, hi. I thought we could just jump in, and I don't know why the chat's not working. Maybe I didn't put the chat in. Let's see if we can do that now. Let's add so everybody can see it. No, it's not in there as something. I must have to add that later. But that's okay. There must be a widget. Maybe there's a widget. Oh, look. Chat box. Ooh. That looks okay. Shall we add that? Let's add source. Chat box. We can change the color of it later. And then we'll just shrink it in a bit. And we'll take it to there. Chat for me. Somebody say hi. See if that pops up. I hadn't added the chat box. I hadn't even thought of it. There we go. Oh. Marco. Right, so if I just put that there and actually grow it a bit. There we go. Wonder if I can, if I do that, it stretches it. I don't want that. Yeah, that'll do the now. My chat box is quite long. Koo's in with us. Hello, Koo. So this is great, bringing people together again. Anyway, I wanted to just talk a bit about the brand, because some of you might be wondering what's going on with it and what took so long. And really, what I've been trying to work on is developing the idea around a space and a community that brings people together for a love of gaming and a love of education. And there are lots of examples of communities out there that are doing it well. And there are lots of examples of communities out there that are not doing it so well. And I have a great fear, I have discovered in the last year or so, I have a great fear of getting that wrong. I have a great fear of bringing communities together that either fizzle out and don't do anything, or are too exclusive. Excuse me. One thing I will also say, I'm going to mute while I cough. Yay, Big Lizardfish is with us. Big Lizardfish is the artist behind this. Get in, sir. And so it turns out I have first of all, I have a flu. I am both sweating right now and also freezing cold. I'm on every kind of med you can imagine, and my it's not working. So I'm actually, it's a shame that the live intro or reintroduction of the Play Matters live stream is at a time when I'm ill, but we're going to work through it, right? So it turns out I have this great fear of getting community wrong. And so what I've been trying to do is build a small organic hub of people, most of which are here, either through Discord chats and Call of Duty playing or the Play Matters Twitter, etc. And really just trying to see what gels and what sticks and who sticks around. And to be truthful, everyone has, and it really hasn't fizzled out. We did lose one member recently, and I still need to figure out why that is. But that's anyone's choice. And so I'm now trying to figure out how we grow it. And I don't mean grow it specific, because one of the things it very much cannot be, Play Matters cannot be select, it cannot be exclusive, it cannot be elitist. Oi, Kays, my friend. Kays, you will remember that first time I said, you don't know, you couldn't help me with a stream graphic, and you said, go to Fiverr, see what you can do. Here we are, my friend. It works out, look. I'm going to take you back to start. Wait. There's all kinds of screens that we can go to, but right now, that's what you get to see. And so, yeah, we're back and we're trying to build this community. And the community for me is super important, because while I want to be the one that kind of gives you the platform on which you can watch games being played and stuff like that, I also want to encourage the community to grow organically and feed off each other. And that's what's been happening in the small initial Play Matters pilot through the Twitter. You guys have been fantastic. And as one person has had an idea, someone else has carried it off and built it, and then everyone else has joined in to help out. And then it's been kind of promoted outwards, and it's just been fantastic. And I need to see more of that. You know, not like I need to see more of that, but that's, to me, the success of a community. And so we're back, and what we're going to do is we're going to be moving to a Discord. We're going to move into a Discord, which I've set up, and I will pop in the chat tonight and with an invite. And we're going to move over to that Discord, and I'm going to be kind of building that. Actually, if anybody on the chat has any experience in building full Discords, you know, like not just hangout ones, but genuinely functional ones. Oh, there's a little follower. Big Lizardfish has followed. Yeah, oh, it's in there. Like, I was hoping all of that would work. Please give me a shout, because I am willing to put. I know you have to put money into them, because you kind of grow that. You put money into reward. I can't remember what it's called, but you have to grow the Discord, and it works out about £500. But by the time you're finished, you've got this full Discord that's got its own. It's got its own banner headings, and you can have your own icons, emoticons, and all this sort of stuff. And you can reward people, and you can have specific links. Like I'm not able to create a bespoke link right now because I haven't put enough money into the Discord. So we'll see how that goes. But if anybody knows how to do that, please give me a shout, because I'm reading through it just now and I'm a bit lost. Boosting, that's what it is. I've boosted it twice. And I think I have to boost it for like 5. I think I have to boost it like 32 times to be actually. Yeah, upload size as well, Barry. So we're going to be uploading it. Great to see you in here, Barry, my friend. And so, welcome to what is essentially the new Play Matters. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about was the logo, and I'm just going to pop the logo up here. And we can just talk about what that looks. In fact, you can see the logo down below, and we'll work off this one. The logo down below is about, technically in fact, you know what? I will bring up let's just bring up a sources file. We'll bring up a media file. We'll bring up an image. Excuse me for coughing into the mic. I really am not in a good way. and then I'll just go into pictures, and I'll bring you up the logo. Oh, it's huge. Of course it is. So let's just bring that down. Whee! I should have had one ready actually for the stream. But so first of all, I'm just going to leave you with it to reflect for a moment. I'm just going to kind of cover the cover the camera a bit with it and leave it with you. In fact, I'll pop it there so we can talk about it. Yay! Pop it, shrink it down, pop it there. We can have a little chat. There we go. So the yeah, members can boost it as well, yes, which I don't expect anyone to do. This is not a shout out for that, although if you value the community and you value the space, and I will be giving everyone an invite, of course, you might want to do that. And so I will also be looking for moderators. So if anybody fancies helping moderating, because as it grows, we're probably going to need that. But yeah, please do. Oh, there we go. Greetings, programs. Hello, Unicorn. So good to see you. So the idea behind the brand, I keep forgetting that I'm mirrored. The idea behind the brand was this idea that I have about the spaces that we exist in. And those are primarily the places that we play in. And so for me, I'm always moving between spaces. So I'm always, I'll do something in the real world. We've got our work, we've got our homes, I've got my little office here. But actually, it's that breaking down of the barriers between the spaces that we exist in and trying to help people to understand that there is huge value in being in those other spaces for, social and emotional that social and emotional food that we get, or the creative processes that we get, or even just the idle time that we need desperately in this life. And those digital spaces can be everything from, Microsoft Teams, which I work with every day, to Discord, of course, but also we've talked about in the past as a community, we've talked about GatherTown. But for me specifically, those spaces are games. A huge part of my psychology since I was a kid was escaping into digital spaces, even to the point where I have a blog post in the works just now called Beyond the Black. And it's all about this whole belief system that I had about if you looked at the old ZX Spectrum and Commodore 64 games with the black backgrounds and the graphics in front, even a lot of the early Lemmings levels, I always wondered what was beyond. I always was like, if this is what I'm seeing, what if I could go in and see what the Lemmings are seeing behind them? Because there must be more. I'm just not seeing it. I had this idea that these spaces were always bigger. Now, this could go on. We could go on a crazy trail on this, which I often do in my own head about the metaverse. I actually read a post tonight by Theo Priestley, well worth following on LinkedIn, and he was talking about how, and he said, I'll say this only once, the metaverse does not need to be a game. It does not need to be gamified. The metaverse is simply a place to be. And I cannot tell you how much I believe that. Like, when I read that post, I was like, yes, we need to stop gamifying it, monetizing it, commercializing it. We need to stop assuming that it has to be rewarding beyond just being there. And wondering at this infinite digital space that we find ourselves in, where we could share and think and do and create. Now, there will be room for commercialization. There will be room for money. There will be room for monetization. There will be room for the gamification of it, awards and badges and gift spaces and all that kind of stuff. I get it, but that's not what its success and its foundation will lie on. Or should lie on, if we build it right, if we all build it right. And so for me, that really that was just read today, but the whole thing struck a chord with me because that's what I've been trying to say. And so this graphic for me was where am I? Over there. This graphic over here was my way of being able to kind of say, depending on how you see this, and Big Lizardfish and I, my graphic artist, has you now have an owner, Big Lizardfish. You are my graphic artist, but basically, I see it as an inverted room with a green wall, a yellow wall, and a black floor. So I see it inverted. Big Lizardfish sees it exverted, beveled out the way. What's the word for that? Put it in there, because we talked about it the other day. Inverted. I can't think of the other word. Anyway. So anyway, I see it in the way. And I see it beveled inwards, and because it's a room. It's a square space. I often talk about how Minecraft, for example, is an extension of our classrooms. And I try to say to teachers, think extrude. Nice one, Mr. Koo. And I say, think beyond the classroom, right? Think beyond the walls. Think beyond the windows. Think beyond the tables and chairs that you, convex and concave. Brilliant. Think about how Minecraft can now take your children anywhere in the world, this world or another. Think about how it can take your children to anywhere in time, past, present, or future. Think about how it can take your children to meet anyone within those worlds and at any time. Historical figures to people that haven't yet been born. And so I don't... I didn't see... Yes. Oh, yeah. He said extruded. Yeah, good. And so for me, that's what Play Matters is. Play Matters, and the logo behind it is about how we are coming together as a community beyond the boundaries of one particular game or one particular social space or one particular event that we might host a year. We are bleeding the barriers of the rooms we are sitting in right now. So when I sit in this room right now, in my little office in Doha, in Qatar, just by the very nature of being able to connect with Koo back in England, or Brian Sanders over in the United States, for example, or Barry in Wales, transcends the space that I am sitting in, and digital spaces do that for us. And so what the community is all about is saying, if we all play together in these spaces, we ourselves will now, I know you might be thinking, what is this guy talking about? But I think deeply about this stuff. It's like we can transcend the natural barriers to communication. We can transcend the natural barriers to support and inclusivity and diversity, and we can transcend all of that. It's like the fragmentation, exactly, Team Unicorn, the intentional fragmentation of those spaces. Join me on Play Matters, and we will do great things. And so that pixelated kind of fragmentation of what is ultimately a solid and complete room is where I'm trying to go with that. Now, you might look at it and think, you missed the mark there, bud. You might look at it and say, I see what you're saying. You're probably looking too deeply into this, Stephen, and I get that's fine. But I just want you to know that that's when we when we use this logo, when we wear this logo, because I think there'll be hoodies, what we're really talking about is inviting people to transcend and break down barriers between the life they lead and the playful life they could, between one culture and another, between one language and another, between one space and another, probably between one religion and another. Let's transcend those barriers. Let's fragment all of those things. You see it in reverse. You see it all coming together. Of course, yeah. Nice one. So I'm going to get rid of the image now off the screen, but that is ultimately, whoops, what did I do? I got rid of followers. I don't want to get rid of followers. I want to get rid of logo. Pop. There we go. Who's in if there's cake? So, I'll put the Discord up at the end. Someone might want to remind me to do that. But right now, we should play a game. And it's a new game that I got today. I'm not going to stay on long. I think actually the streams in general will be around about an hour. I'm going to keep them a lot shorter, a lot sharper, a lot more poignant. We're going to have guests very specifically. So those guests are going to come on and chat with us. And it's going to be a good old time. So... and we're going to learn from each other. We're not going to play Moonstone, although we are going to do some retro in the future. But what we are going to play is one that I just bought today. And I'm just going to pop the music up so it's... There's the music. I heard the music today and I was like, ooh. I know, right? Well, Big Lizardfish, the reason Koo mentions Moonstone is because we used to stream it on the live stream, and we used to, what I would do is I would choose someone on the stream, so I would say, right, Big Lizardfish, choose a colour, and you would say, right, yellow, and I'd say, right, you are the yellow knight, Koo is the blue knight, Kaze is the red knight, for example, and then I would play the game with each knight, and I would genuinely try, and we would see who won. And we used to have a friend in Belgium called Cookie Monster, and he won. I won it with his character, and he won a prize, and it was because I had prizes to give away. And he was so excited because I'd played this old retro game in his name and won. So we did that. Been there, done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to no camera, or shall I switch to camera? Let's switch to camera. Ooh, and let's see if I can now add a source. I see I did have a source, but I've actually got rid of it. So I'm going to add game capture. There we go. And we're introduced to you a game called Wandering Village, which just came out. I think it was yesterday or today. Anyway, apparently it's amazing. I've been waiting for it for a long, long time. Yeah, Kaze, we are definitely not playing Conan. I'll turn the desktop audio down for a minute. We are definitely not playing Conan because that is not very brand appropriate. Indeed, we have some very off-putting screenshots of that game. Let me just ease my throat. Honey and lemon, by the way. So, I am a huge fan of city builders. Ever since I was a kid and I played SimCity, and I mean the original SimCity where you just had the square and you had and the graphics were tiny, and it was actually way more difficult than I thought. But then I tried playing it recently, the old one, and man was it difficult. And so but since then I've always been a fan. I was a fan of Settlers, which of course Doc Savage and I were talking about recently. Good to see you in, Dave. And so the original Settlers, of course, all of the Age of Empires, which are combined, of course, not just city builders, but even more recently, we got things like, if I was to look at even just my own Steam library right now, my Steam library right now has things like Cliff Empire. I am going to show Cliff Empire another time. Planet Zoo, Townscaper, Farthest Frontier, which is one of my most recent, like, absolute loves. Any sort of city builder is one of my favorites. But this one is where, so the concept now is, because I'm always interested in how these things change. One of the reasons I love Cliff Empire is because it's set in the future where you can't build on the ground anymore because there's been an ice age, a second ice age, and human beings had to flee Earth. And now that they've come back, they're clinging to cliffs. So your cities are built on cliffs, which is just, I personally love it. There's another one called Frostpunk, where again, it's in the future, but you have to, and there's been an ice age, and you have to build a city that can survive the impending frost. And you have to create energy systems and housing and keep everybody happy and guard the city and all that kind of stuff. I love stuff like that. And so I'm always looking for those twists. It's not enough to just have a city builder anymore. You have to have a clever city builder. And this one is called the Wandering Village because it is built, your city or your town or village in this case is built on the back of a giant wandering creature. So without further ado, we are going to play it. Now you can't see the thing there, but it just says new game, settings, credits, or exit. So we're going to click on new game. Novice. The village elder shows you the ropes on how to take care of your settlement. So let's go novice, and we're just going to call this Oops, let's get this right. Play Matters 1. Because an adept, as in the Adeptus Astartes, you start in safe, familiar territory, take care of your village, and as you slowly venture into more dangerous regions, or the world is a harsh, unforgiving place from the very beginning. Survive by any means necessary. And I love these sorts of games, so let's see what's going on.
We kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
I'm on mute. Hello, friend. I am the village elder and in charge of the good people here. Our people, the Neomans, have travelled far and endured many hardships throughout the years. But now we have come across an Onbu, an ancient beast believed to have gone extinct centuries ago. Our encounter must have been fated. It has most likely been fallen asleep in the ground for a very long time. Maybe it woke up because of the toxins that keep seeping further and further into the earth. We got it. Can you hear me? You can hear me now. I can see the chat's coming in, but right, okay. The poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I once read that Ombu draw their nutrients from the ground, so I wonder if it can sustain itself out here. Seems like we need to take care of each other from now on. So we've got a theme of symbiosis in a broken world, which I also love. My experience has brought our people here, but now it is time for you to take over and lead them to a better place. Of course, Grandad, step aside. To ease the transition, I could teach you a little of what I've learned. Tutor you even. A tutorial, so to say. What do you think? Yes, Sensei. Ooh. Now I'm going to go into music. I'm going to go into settings, audio, and I'm going to switch the music volume off. Now, I do like the music in games. I actually put a post out recently about most often how I turn it off. And so... for the stream it is better. So what does it say? The tutorials that appear here will teach you everything you need to know. Open the Elder's Book. Right. They're saying we need a home. So what's the tutorial? Open the Elder's Book. Where's the Elder's Book? Is that the Elder's Book? No. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Try to survive as long as you can. Camera movement. There are 3 views. Mouse wheel. Okay, so let's do... Oh, look. We'll just go. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's sleeping. Oh, that's the 3 views. So we can go out. Way out. I'm going to pause the game as well. I think it's telling me to pause. That's lovely. It feels like Avatar, The Legend of Aang already to me. But if we zoom in, we then get the creature view. And then if we zoom in again, we get the people view. Oh, I love that already. Okay. Pause the game and then set the speed to 4. Done it. Right, okay. Tick. Okay, basic controls. Well done. Now set the speed back down to 1. Done. Okay. Housing gives many benefits to your villagers. Return to the village view and build tents for them to by opening the build menu, which is there at the bottom of the screen, selecting tent. Okay, so let's go to build a tent. And see, this is what I love. I wonder if there's a rotate button. I always play... No, so that's W... No, R's gone. Let's build a tent. D and A... No, that's just to move around. No, there doesn't seem to be a rotate at this point. But what I'd like to do, I always like to think about my little villages tucked up there. Hold shift while placing to keep it selected. I'm holding shift. Okay, so hang on. Placing a few on the Onbu's back. Oh, it worked over there. Okay, I'm obviously not allowed to go that far away. Let's get them all in a row like a proper little village. Excuse me. Hey, Luna Lovegood's with us. Oh, middle mouse. No, nothing for middle mouse to rotate. Middle mouse does the rotating out. That's okay. That's all right. All right, you lazy lot. Just stand there, why don't you? Look at that. That's nice. Okay, let's go in and see what they've done. Well done, people. And it tells me there that's housing quality 1, amount of beds 2, poison resistant 10%. Good to know. And I can deconstruct it by pressing that button. I'll be honest with you, I rarely do tutorials for these games, so this is actually a mission for me. Okay, now I need to harvest at least 10 wood and construct 8 tents. I've probably run out. Yeah, so this flag, I'm assuming, suggests that I need resources. So what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to have to click on the tree. You can harvest trees more quickly by selecting the harvesting tool. And then just, I'm assuming, I click on that. Oh, there's the harvesting tool there. Click on trees, and then I can highlight. So I'm dragging over now the trees that I want to cut down. So this is nice. I can also speed up the time, so we'll get them to animate twice as fast. Let's go forward and see them doing that. It's cute. Cute graphics. Nice one, folks. Place a berry gatherer. Your villagers are going to need food. One sustainable way to get food, so it's sustainable, is by constructing a berry gatherer near berry bushes. The berry gatherer can be found in the food menu, which is... That's priority... Hang on. Oh, there. Food. Berry gatherer. Look at the size of your hut, pal. Now, where are the berries? So there's berries over here, look. And I'm assuming, much like Farthest Frontier, wherever you place this, the dots that you're seeing are the places where it will be able to harvest. So if I do it, I don't want to destroy any berries. I'm going to do it there, right next to that rock. There we go. And then prioritize any task. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to give it maximum priority. That was quite quick, but it worked. Ooh, construct a farm. All right, let's do this. Uh-oh. The big guy's up, look. How lovely is that? Six legs, cute little toes. Absolutely, Barry. I actually love city builders for edge. I've used a number of city builders since back in 2012 for exactly that sort of stuff. Excuse me. Looking at, I mean, not just the city building aspects, which I have looked at, but also things like those choices and the use of space, and eventually it leads to this sort of like quandary model where it's like, well, some people democratically don't want you to build there because that was where they wanted to build something else because they believe that's a better use of the land, and so just splitting up, especially when you have finite space like this. I mean, it's wonderful. So let's zoom in again, and actually, what's happening on the map when this is happening? Oh, it's moving. And there's more people here. So I wonder if we pick up more villagers on the way. And there's villagers here. Look, no party available. Oh, that's a mine. That's a quarry. And that's a forest. So I wonder if we need to and there's a ruined settlement. So there's things to find. So let's get in and build a farm like it said. I think we're going to need some sort of, arable land. So let's try and have our farm... there maybe, And then what we'll also do is let's remember that we want to go back and get trees because we want trees to be somewhat chopped down. Except I don't want to chop down all the trees because I wonder if there's a forester that can replant them. I'm hoping so. Let's see what the berry guy looks like because look at the style of the houses. They've got little pots. They've got some sort of little doll hanging outside. I wonder if that links later to some sort of belief system. Oh, and when you're down at this level, the ground moves. And you can see it walking. That is gorgeous. So let's go and see the berry guy. That is a very nice building. And they're just eating berries. So they're coming over and they're eating as they need to. There's our little berry guy. He's very busy. I could do this all night. Oh, and there's our farm. It's a bit far away from the from the tents. This is great. Oh, and I can move around with the. I can't when I'm there. When I'm there, I can't. But if I zoom in a little, I can now go and have a look at his head. Hey, big guy. Hey, big fella. How's the sound? How's the game sound for you? Can you hear his footsteps and things? And the little bells and stuff? Let me know how the sound is. One of the best city builder games that I used in class many years ago was Cities XL, which was, of course, eventually and quickly replaced by City Skylines and stuff. But Cities XL was really good. Well, Big Lizardfish, I see a comment from Big Lizardfish there saying, I wonder if you could stop the creature and get off. You can do that in... what's the one on the Epic Store? I say that simply because I own it on the Epic Store. I'll go and find it just now. Give me a moment. So let this thing wander while I'm checking this out. Speaking of the Epic Store, it's also where my Hitman 3 is. Amazing. Airborne Kingdom. I wonder if we should have a quick look at Airborne Kingdom at some point. Anyway, you go down and you can send people down to get stuff off the ground and stuff. It's very, very cool. Much more difficult than this actually already. Okay, so what's next? Next. Building setup. Your farm raised a flag to notify you that something is not working correctly. Yes, it did. What is that? This is because it needs plots to plant its crops. Select the farm to add plots. Okay, and so if I do that, we get... there we go. So I can add a plot. Oh, and I get to add little plots. Look. We'll do 5 for the moment. In fact, we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how much is enough. I imagine someone's going to have to work those plots. And there's 2 farmers currently. Oh no, there's more. And we're planting... Oops, let's go back in there. We're planting beets. Nice. Beetroot, anyone? Beetroot soup, anyone? And we can decide to plant or harvest, but it seems to be happening automatically. And it's still up, so I wonder if it needs more plots. You'll also see I'm a stickler for uniform. So I can't do anything. There it's gone. Okay, it needed a set number of plots. Excellent. And then set the amount of workers in your farm to 3. So I'm assuming that was just that there. Yeah. So we set this to 3. So Barry, I've used Cities Excel, Cities Skylines, and SimCity. I've used... I need to have a think about that. I need to go and look on my Steam library because I used some very early ones. Of course, I've used Age of Empires, and one of the Age of Empires ones that I used was... I used Age of Empires 2, 3, and Mythology. And remember, I was not using those in the context of war. I wasn't using those in the context of making historical war. I was using them in the context of understanding how civilizations had lived and existed, at set periods in time. And so basically I was giving the students a blank map. In fact, that's what we might do next week, is show you how to build in Age of Empires or Age of Mythology and not do the main game, the war piece. Oh, the flag is back. Why is the flag back? No, it's not. No, it's okay. Construct at least 2 air wells. What's an air well? Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's gone to sleep. Oh, look where we've gone. We must have to create raiding parties because it says there's no party available. I bet we could send raiding parties. Oh, he's gone to sleep. We must give him a name. The flag is back. Oh yeah, Haberdakers. Wololo. Construct at least 2 air wells. Right, so where are the air wells? We're going to go in here. We're going to go to storage. No. Tents. No. Raw resources. Refined resources. Onbu food. Oh, so we're going to have to give the Onbu food, of course. Onbu interaction. A herbalist. Oh, so there's no air wells. There's a water tank. There's a pantry. Oh, there, an air well. I see it. Yeah, so you give them a blank map. I'm going to show you next week, actually. That's a great shout. What I'll do is next week, you give them a blank map and then you say to them, okay, we are now in the time of Joan of Arc. I want you to go into the asset bank and you get every asset, every person, every creature, every bush, tree, blade of grass you can place yourself. And then you say, I want you to show me what it might have been like to have existed in the time of Joan of Arc, at the time when Joan of Arc was in her glory, for example, not the time when she was being hunted, because that might have seemed like a different assignment. And so it's a really, or what would it have looked like as the Europeans first landed on what is now America and the Americas, for example, and you give them a set time and then you give them a research unit, so, some sort of device, and then off they go. I mean, they've probably already been doing it as a unit. Right, where should we build our air wells? I don't know what an air well is. Oh, it says, automatically extracts water from the air, works better at higher humidity levels. No water is produced in deserts. Bum, bum. I don't want something like that to be too near my village. So let's have it, and there's berries there. So let's have the air wells up beside the farms. There we go. Oh yeah, it's back. So what do we need? Do we need to go in there and add more plots? No, it's not plots. I wonder if it's plant. Oh, it's water. That's what it is. The flag's coming back because we don't have water. So these things are all going to become symbiotic. What's my population at? We've got 33 food. We've got 11 people with 5 of them idle. I'll soon be sorting that out, let me tell you. We got... See, the berries really ought to have been near the farm. No, because the berries are beets. The farm does beets and the berries do berries. I wonder why we're not making those. Oh, we don't have wood. Okay, so I'm going to have to chop down more wood. So we'll get rid of these wee ones here. Oh, I've also told it to knock down rocks. I'll tell it not to yet, because we haven't been asked to do that yet. Oh, we're up. Actually, I'm going to try and... I want to see it getting up. Oh, we're heading for something though. Look, if I go out to the map, we're heading for an Onbu feeding spot. This is getting exciting. Let's see what it does. Its feet actually remind me of camel feet. People think camels have hooves, and I suppose essentially they do. But I remember being on a camel when I was in India and watching its feet for ages, because its feet are like sacks of water. They're soft, and as they lift up, they kind of like plump. They hang down. Oh, it's going to eat. And as they get placed down, they squash. If you imagine like a bag of sand, it lifts a bag of sand, you lift it up and it hangs, and then when you put it down on the table, it squishes. That's what their feet are like. They have this sort of like wobbly texture. It's fascinating. If Q's not laughing right now, then he's not watching, is all I'm going to say. Right, let's zoom in. Okay, I haven't chopped down enough trees. Yes, Barry, I do believe that there are different biomes. So yeah, we've gone from whatever this pink was, I'm assuming a desert, into a green forest. I wonder what happens when we build a hornblower to guide the Onbu. So we can guide the Onbu as it reaches, but we need a hornblower first. So let's zoom in and see what our people are doing. I love that you can go out and look at that and know that your people are doing what they were supposed to be doing. Why are we still not? What is this? Why is it telling me? What do I need? Oh, I need stone. So I do need stone now. So I'm going to get that and that. And probably that. Can I get that? No. But I can take these. Let's get rid of all of them. It's... You know what I like about this is it's chill. I don't know if it has any educational value. That's what Play Matters live stream is going to be about, is exploring that in the future. But where there is, we'll pursue it with intentionality. Otherwise, we're just going to hang out and try lots of different games, as well as some Minecraft stuff, of course. Right. There we go. I needed stone for that. Right, there we are. Hello. Now we're going to get our crops. Right, okay, so our little flag should go away once they've got water for the crops. And actually, if I just go into pause right now, hang on, there, I'm going to pause it. You can see that our little guys here, so these are our 3 farmers, but this person is delivering. So we have to start to appreciate that what we're looking at is those connective paths between things. So it's like, we're going to need this for that. So, and that's actually one of the hardest things about city builders, is making sure that things are not too far away. One of the nice things about Airborne Kingdoms is the weight. And now obviously I don't think that will affect us here. This is just out, Luna. This is a game called The Wandering Village. And it's brutal. Okay, let's have a look. I'm happy with that. Let's press play again. Now, we've been playing that whole time at full speed. Probably just good to get us. Construct a water tank. All the resources you are now producing will require storage. Build a pantry to store food, a water tank to store water, and a material storage to store various other resources. This is really quite common for these sorts of games. So let's go into build. Let's go to storage and build a material storage place. And I'm going to build that. See, it did work. I'm going to build 2 of those. Kind of central. I'm going to build a water tank near the water. I'm not actually I'm not happy with that. See how I got rid of that? Because I'm a bit of a stickler for... Let's build it there. And then I'm going to build a pantry near the food. Now, I'll build the pantry near the villages. Near the tent. Imagine how nice it's going to be able to know that your food is coming straight from your farm into the pantry, and then all you have to do is kind of walk 10 steps out your bed and get your grub. Okay, so now the pantry's being built, and we probably need to just be mindful of some more trees, so I'll take these ones. Now, I could be sending my guys away down here for trees so that I could keep the scenery back there, but right now it's not told me that I need it. Okay, to build more advanced buildings, like a kitchen that prepares higher quality food, you'll need to research them first. So build a research building. Research facility constructed. Raw resources, refined resources. Where do I find that? You find that in the village category. Oh, there we are. A research building. I like the architecture. Right, let's have research. Here. Well, Unicorn, that's exactly it. I think for a lot of these games, like if you play Cliff Empires, which again I might show next week, maybe we should look at a couple of... Maybe, in fact, maybe that's what we should do for a couple of weeks, is look at different city builders. Because Cliff Empires is remarkable, and you have very, very limited space. Very. And it's amazing. You have to think about all your renewable energy systems, your housing, your food, everything in a limited space, which of course, in my mind, is where we're headed with planet Earth. Like, I know there's great swathes of countryside left all over the world, but surely we don't want to expand to become Coruscant, right? And so we have to think about being able to limit the space we take for the systems we need in order to... Like, it's fascinating stuff. Okay, choose your next research. So we needed to build a kitchen, so we're going to commit. Exactly, right? Like, this could be a model of Britain. I mean, if you think about Britain as a small island, or Ireland as an even smaller Ireland, or Belgium as a small country in the middle of Europe. Like, we have limited space before we reach our borders, and so what are we going to do about that? So, all right, Sean, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for jumping in. We're just enjoying a little, I don't know how long you've been in with us, but we're just enjoying a little, oh, what's that coming up? An on-boost sleeping... we're going to get to see it fall asleep. We're just enjoying a little city builder here. Now, I just saw a box there called Decisions. We'll pause the game in a minute, and we'll have a look at that. I'm going to have a cough. Oh, it yawned. I'm right fond of this thing already. Okay, all right. Let's see what's going on. You encountered a group of nomads waiting for a new home. Some are poisoned and will die soon. Will you let them join your village? Oh, community moment. That's all I'm going to say is community moment. So we've encountered a group of nomads wandering around looking for a new home. However, some are poisoned and will die soon. I mean, that seems inevitable. I mean, it's not as if it said some are poisoned and will die without aid. It's saying that they're poisoned to the point of fatality. What do we do? I'm going to put this to the community. I'm going to put this out to vote. Pick them up or send them away. Your shout. Tell me now. Coup, the socialist, says pick them up. Sept, says Unicorn, pick them up, says Sarah. Workshop Craft is working it through. It's the cost is worth the reward. More villagers. Well, remember, we've already... How many idle villagers? Oh, we've got no idle. You can see barely up there in the blur. We've got no idle. Bring them in. Okay, it's unanimous. Pick them up. Commit. Okay. The nomads joined your village. Some of them are poisoned and will die soon if they aren't... Oh, right. So it wasn't fatal. I couldn't say that there. If they aren't cured by a village doctor. I don't have a village doctor. Can I build one? Plants and harvests for medical use. Plots must be on grass soil. So I wonder if I can build him like there. What does he require? Just wood and stone. So let's get this guy built. Let's get rid of all that nasty stone. We'll get rid of that. One thing I've learned about these city builders is not to just go getting everything. There's a game that I'm playing at the moment called, which I'll also show you, Farthest Frontier. And Farthest Frontier is if you tell them to take too many trees or too many stone, they get confused. Excuse me. Wow, it's getting worse. They get confused and they just don't know what to prioritize, and you end up with them idle. And so these games sometimes need a little tweaking. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Barry says, empathy or workers, 1984. Yeah, more honey and lemon, bro. I really do. I'm actually drinking peppermint out of this one and honey and lemon over there. I'm honey and lemoned out, though. This is my 4th day feeling like this. So Barry then says it's lots of damage to the community, or danger, sorry. Better to have the infrastructure first and then help. Got to keep yourself safe before extending the love. Barry. I'm not saying you're wrong, bud, but I like the challenge. Okay, what is that? It requires herbs. Ah, so plots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. And I'm also going to give myself 3. I've got nobody idle. I'm going to get 2 herbalists. Let's get some herbs in there and see if we can help those people to not die. Lorraine is idle, which it told me she... they're the ill ones. They're the 2 ill ones. Oh, housing needed. Okay, so now we need more tents. So let's just get... Am I allowed to build them there? Yeah. No. I need a... Oh, so the herbalist heals poisoned villagers using herbs. So I'm going to commit to building the doctor. Notice I've actually gone off the... I haven't paid attention to any of the tutorials yet. I'm just going to build a whole set of villages. It tells me that I need materials though, so I'm gonna get rid of that little lot there, and I'm going to get rid of this little lot and this little lot, and more stone, please. What's that? Oh, mushrooms. I've told them to go get mushrooms. Because, let's face it, there's no mushroom left on that monster. I agree, Workshop Craft. If it had said deadly disease, do you let these people... see, I still would struggle with that. Oh, look at that. A shrine. A place that holds an ancient artifact containing forgotten knowledge. This is lovely, I have to say. Right, we have to build a hornblower next, but in the meantime, I'm trying to get this... Oh, that means that we've built the other thing. What did we build? I can't remember now what we had to build. Mycologist, the herbalist. I've jumped ahead of the game, so I really ought to go back actually and... Oh, we can build a little dirt road. Let's see what that looks like. This is starting to look really nice. I'm assuming dirt roads mean that they can... Yeah, slightly faster on dirt roads. Okay. Right, let's go back to the tutorials now. Oh, worker post. You are often going to need workers for basic tasks like constructing buildings and harvesting and transporting resources. Build a worker post to specialise the employed workers, ensuring that you always have someone to carry out these tasks. Okay, so I'm going to build a worker post, and we'll have it built over here near the berry cutter. And it requires wood, which we don't have enough of. Although I have asked them to take this stuff down here. And there's piles of stones for them to take from. Did we build the storage? Ah, that's what we didn't build. Oh no, we did. So there's the 2 storages that contains either wood, planks. Oh, these are some of the things we can build. Look. Onbu energy boosters, liquid onbu food, onbu blood, tree saplings. Yes, we're going to need them. We don't have the tents. Oh, I need to commit to a hornblower because that's what I need next. Right. See, I wonder if there's nobody building them because nobody's free. I'm going to take it down to 1 herbalist. And then this little person there is going to go... Ah, there we go. I don't know what they were doing, but... they're all building roads. Once they're finished the roads, they should go and get the trees. And actually, I could prioritise the trees. Which I just did. There you go. As soon as you prioritise it, they go for it. Nice. Very nice. So welcome to the Play Matters live stream. We are playing Wandering Village as just a little look at some of the nice new games that are coming out that we should be exploring. We're also going to be exploring in the future things like Lost Words. We're going to be exploring Age of Empires again. We're going to be looking at Cliff Empires, Farthest Frontier, as well as Minecraft as the weeks go by. We're going to be broadcasting every Sunday possible. Speaking of which, next Sunday I will be broadcasting from Finland, which is exciting. So I need to get all of this moved onto my laptop so I can do it from there, which I will. I'll get that set up this week. If you don't follow already or you don't subscribe to twitch.tv/playmatters, please do. We also have a YouTube channel, which we're trying to grow, which I will pop the link into the chat for momentarily. Let me go get it first. I can't change... I'm trying to think if I can change the name of it. Yeah, or if it's not going to let me. Because we haven't got enough followers. I think we've already got it though. Yeah, we do. So... it's actually... Play Matters. I haven't changed any of the graphics, so you'll see a completely different graphic piece on there. I need to do that tomorrow. But there we go, youtube.com/playmatters. Please go on there and subscribe because this week I'll be changing all of the graphics to look like the live stream. No, there's not a new one. It's just I'll be changing the graphics on it. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, I can hear an owl. Right, let's jump in and see what's going on. Okay, so we've got almost all of our tents. We've got our worker post. Focus, general workers, builders, carriers, harvesters. I'm going to stick a couple of harvesters in there and make sure that we've always got harvesters. That's quite handy. So when I say harvest, let's just try this, that tree, off they go. So we've always got harvesters, very handy. Have we got water? We've got 98%, also got 3 buckets of water in there. It shows you the production. Now I've got this all speeded up to number 4. Decontamination. Poisonous plants have started growing on the Onbu. If not dealt with quickly, they will spread, infecting plants and poisoning villagers who go near them. Remove all poisonous plants from the Onbu's back using the harvest tool or the decontaminator building. Oh, right. So let's go find the poisonous plants. Where are they? Do you think that's them? Hang on. What do I want to research next? A scavenger hut. Let's do that. Yeah, poison tree. So I am going to get rid of all of that. That's harsh. Oh, and they're all over here, look. I need to get rid of those. Oops, why is that not working? There we go. Need to get rid of that. And I need to get rid of that. Leave nothing. Oh, and there's more down in this corner. Wow! Itchy back. Your Onbu has a skin disease. Help it out, will you? And actually, since I'm doing that, I am going to get my harvesters up to 5 because I really need to get that done quickly. Since carriers only transport resources and don't build or harvest, it's probably best to set this worker post to general workers for now. Employ at least 3 workers as general. Right, I'm going to build another workers post for general though. I'm going to have a workers post here for general. Why is he saying research building? What's he saying? He needs a researcher. There are no researchers. And yet the research continues. Interesting. Oh no, Lorraine is. Lorraine is. I don't know what that post's for. Badly poisoned. Oh, Lorraine's badly poisoned because of these trees. There she is, look. There's someone else going down there. Ah, so these people get poisoned when working with the poisonous stuff. Very good. Oh, sorry, but yes, there's not a new YouTube. There is a new Discord. Yes, there is a new Discord, which is all kind of getting set up properly, and I will be getting you all set up in that. Fret not. Okay, so are we getting rid of the poison or is it spreading? I'm not happy about this. Everybody's gone to bed. And we'd paused for some reason. Did we build a doctor's hut yet? No, we didn't. How do we build the doctor's hut again? Village doctor. Aha, right. We need a village doctor, and I'm going to build the village doctor's hut beside, sensibly, the herbalist. And to do that, we need wooden planks and stone slabs. We're not even there yet. We're not even close. Okay. Okay. Right, let's see. Do you think that's what happened? Do you think they came on and poisoned the trees? I'm inclined not to think that that was... Look at him, he's chopping down the one tree that's not poisoned. Come on, big guy. Right, this worker camp. There's no carriers. I think what I'll do is I'll take a harvest. Oops, no. Yeah, I'll switch everyone to carriers. I'll get them to carry everything back because there's piles of stones and everything up there. So I'll get them to carry everything back. What's going on here? Oh, we're heading back into desert. See, it would have been nice. There's a food supply or a sleeping supply. So it would have been good to have the horn blower. See, this is what I get for going off track. Right, so I need to at least make 3 as general. So if I go into there and just make them general workers. And add, why can't I add another one? Why am I losing people? There's not enough workers available. Why? Are they dying? I think they're dying, folks. What's happening to my little... See, I don't have a doctor. Uh-oh. Oh no, there's a grave. Fidelia. Fidelia is dead. And she's gone, her little grave's gone. Fidelia's dead, everyone. That is not good. And they're not getting rid of the poison. The poison's growing. Look, this is growing outwards. And there's another patch. That's a new patch. I am not looking after my Onbu very well. I am so sorry, big fella. I'll get right on it. Oh, it's right next to the village. Uh-oh. Get rid of that right now. I can't see how many villagers I've got. I thought it would have been up in the top corner. Yeah. Oh, I've only got 6 villagers. Is that because they're all dying? I went from like 14 to 6. Poison must have killed them all. Well, that got away from me. Hang on. I had 200 villagers. No, I think the poison's going to get the better of us, isn't it, folks? Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I don't have any workers. I've only got 1 berry, but you know what? I'm going to get rid of a berry person. She's going to eat that. And then I'm also going to get rid of the herbalist. Right, time to just do our best here. Let's get rid of 1 farmer, because we don't have to feed that many people. Forget the path, son. There's more important thing. I'm going to prioritize this, like, big time. I have to prioritize them all individually, look. Can we get rid of them? Yep, thank you. Okay, we're fighting for our lives here, folks. Oh, yeah, and I might not want to have the game entirely at ×4. Maybe ×2. The guy did say play at 4 when you're doing... Oh, there's 248 there, 247. Oh no, it's growing, 249. Oh yeah, I see poison's hit 200 already. 250. I can't get rid of them. And then they're getting poisoned and they're dying. Hang on a minute. That seems very odd that I died. That I got poison on... Like, so if you get poison on your Onbu, and then the people go get the poisonous grass, they get poisoned. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Right, get rid of it. Come on, prioritize all of this. Right, that little poison patch is gone, which is fab, at least. Please pick up more villagers. See, now I need more villagers. Now I'm like, oi! Learn how to grow cactus. Or sorry, cacti. Cacti are an alternative water source in hot climates. Probably quite sensible, eh? We didn't build a kitchen. See, did you notice? I followed the tutorial until eventually I was like, ooh, we need a herbalist. And off I went. And that is not on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get rid of that and that and that. And I'm going to prioritize these as well. Oh, this could be a slow night. I think it's fair to say that look at this one. I think it's fair to say that I've lost this. But that's really interesting. Barry rests his case. He's like, no, we shouldn't have let them in. We should have turned them away. I wonder if they brought poison in. It did say they were poisoned, and I didn't read up on it. See, I've got 2 people in there doing general work, which is fine. I think I'll add a third and see if somebody can get in there. And what I'll do is I'll destroy that. We're running out of berries, so I'm going to have to add someone. We just don't have the people. See, now we're really struggling with resource management. Now we need to think about our priorities, and let's speed this up a bit. Oh, there's more. There's more poison. Come on, poisoned berry bush. What is going on here? I thought this was the beginner's part. And then we're gonna get rid of this. This is brutal. They are uh-oh. What's the big guy doing? Oh, he's going to sleep. Well, my little guys are on his back, itching his back. Oh, a corn plantation. Let's get a kitchen. Come on, little guy. You're doing good work. You're doing good work. Where did I find out last time if I'd picked people up? Oh, you can do a bug report. We're coming up. He's sleeping there anyway. There, look. There's nomads coming up. Nomads looking for a new home in the next round. Okay. All right. I'll give it a go and see if that makes a difference. Otherwise, I think we can... Hello, Puckard. How are you? All right. There is a village on an Onbu. I wish we could go in and explore him, but I guess that's not the point. Speaking of dinosaurs, I'll also be doing some Ark Survival Evolved. If you haven't seen Ark Survival Evolved, don't spoil it for yourself. Wait for the live stream. You're going to love it. It is a piece of genius game. Oh, look, the poison's still there. Why are they not? Right, I'm going to prioritize that and that and that. It's like it keeps coming back. I think it could be possible to get rid of all of this stuff if we just... I wish the priority was... Like, I wish you could mass select priority, but we can't. Oh, priority tool. Yeah, you can, look. Right. Prioritize that. And prioritize that. Please. I just don't think we have the... We don't have the... We just don't have the people. Are we down? How many people? We're down to 4. We're dead. Like, we are dead. Wake up, Onbu. The poison is going, Sean, it is. Like, it was all here and we got rid of it, and it's now over there and we're getting rid of it. But it's not going fast enough is the problem. And it's because we've lost everybody. They're dying. They're never going to get all of that fast enough. And the problem is, as they deal with it, they get poison, and we don't have a doctor because I skipped the doctor part to do something else. Why are you just standing about idle? Get on with it. Needs housing quality. I'll housing quality her. What's her name? What is her name? Sally. Just wandering about eating berries. Right, you know what? I'm going to get rid of my farmers. Yes, go get rid of them. Go on. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm having to do, is very distinctly tell them to not be who I've asked them to be in the past. So we've got 2 standing doing nothing. Oh, a feeding trebuchet. Let's go for a corn plantation. I'm never going to get that far anyway. And the plants are up to 370. This is a disaster. Yeah, and I built a road. I did. I built a road. Yeah, don't miss the doctor. Oh, look. She's been away down getting rid of that, though. So if I go to the priority tool and just say I want... That's just a dead plant. Let's just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Let's just harvest those and then prioritize those as well. Okay. Right, all the poison's gone up here and all the poison's gone round here. Okay, now I just need to get to these villagers. Yay, we're at them. Nomads looking for a new home. Let's see what happens as we meet them. There we are. Okay, you encountered a small group of nomads. Will you let them join your village? 100%. Come on in, folks. Free tea and coffee. And straight to work. There's only 3. Great. Okay, an Onbu doctor. Yeah. Maybe an Onbu doctor will get rid of the poison. Maybe there's an injection it can get. I bet you I can't even... See, I haven't constructed anything. Look, they're getting rid of this stuff now. Well done, folks. Get in there, get rid of it. Can they get rid of it fast enough, though? I just saw it go down to 6 and back up to 7. What's this telling us up here? Hot weather. Temporary temperature increase might affect the growth of your crops. We are in a desert. Oh, we really are in the desert now. I don't know what pink is then. Pink's maybe temperate. So lovely. It's actually quite nice just to enjoy that as we die of poison. Yeah, the red sign above the villager's head is to say that they're poisoned. Badly poisoned. And I think this is how they're dying. So my problem about fixing the poison is you can't fix the poison without getting poisoned. So then your population drops. So I think that's why skipping the doctor was wrong. Oh, you can rename the villager. Right. Barry. Let's follow little Barry, right? Was that him? Was that him? Which one was Barry? No, that's Cesar. That's Rebecca. Where did Barry go? Get back here, Barry. That's Jacqueline. That's Barry. Barry. Right, let's watch him. What does that say? Follow worker. There we go. Now we're going to... Oh no, Barry died! Barry is dead. I'm so sorry, Barry. I renamed you seconds before you died. I christened thee Barry just before you died. What a shame. Right, let's go in here. Let's name Cesar then. Okay. Right, we got workshop craft. We'll do this next time, actually. Let's do this. Poor Barry. Sorry, mate. Right, let's follow workshop craft and see how he does. Right, workshop craft's away for a berry. Nice one. He's got to sell something to eat. Now he's going to come out. This is it. Now, see, he's a worker. Barry gave up way too early. Hang on, I'm going to cough. Switch my mic off. Right. Hey, Play Healing. Great to see you. Thanks for joining. I am dying of the cold. I'm not a man flu kind of guy, but this feels like a train ran over me. Oh! Workshop Craft died. Oh, and so did the other guy right behind him. I was just about to rename him. Oh, Rebecca died. Okay, all right. Meanwhile, Sally is just not even, she's just stopped. Oh no, that's because I stopped her. Right, there we go. Any thoughts on what you want to do, Sally? How many? We're down to 3. So the poison really needs a doctor, because I imagine what would happen is they would fix it, they would go get poison, they would get poisoned, then they would go get healed. Fix it some more, get poisoned, go get healed. So anyway, I think I'll stop there because we're inevitably going to lose our village and our Onbu. But yeah, welcome back to Play Matters. This will be occurring same time every Sunday, live for anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half. We're going to be exploring lots of different games. As a community, we're going to be exploring the educational content is one thing, but we're going to be exploring the appeal of those games, the graphics, the music, the general art of video games, and we're going to discuss it. I'm going to move you all over to a Discord, which I'm going to get a link for you now in a moment, and that Discord is going to grow. If there's anyone that you think should be in it, please just give them the link. One thing I would say though is, as a community, and I know this, we talk about inclusion and diversity at 100%, but let's be mindful of anyone under the age of 18. Let's try not to do that. And obviously anyone who is not in the space that we're in, either the gaming space per se, and certainly the gaming education space. So let's just try and grow the community with intent around the kind of input we're going to get from the people that we invite in. We're going to have events, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have guests. Barry's going to be a guest, aren't you, Barry? Even though we just killed him. We're going to have, and some of those guests will be playing with us, some will be showing their own content, some will just be podcast style where we just talk about things. It's going to be super exciting. And we've got every single Sunday that I can manage, which will be most Sundays of the year at this time. We'll also do bonus ones, so look out for those. If you're subscribed and you follow, you'll get he's going to rub himself in the, is this a sleeping space or an eating space? Oh, he's got to sleep. There we go, just in time for us to finish the game. I am going to quit right now though, and just say I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy with how the stream looks, and I'm so happy that 15 people, actually 15 at any one time, I think we maybe reached sort of 18, 19 people tonight, joined me on our first open one. I'm happy that you're all in the Discord, and we're just going to grow this lovely community together. And next week we'll be looking at Age of Empires and how we can use the Age of Empires build systems to look at curriculum for history and geography. So with that, I will say, let's just go back to here. Yay! With that, we are going to say good night. Thank you so much, and never forget, play absolutely matters. Take care, everyone, and I will see you soon.